All right. Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Happy Tuesday. What are we looking at this morning? A big gap lower in NASDAQ. Sunday night opened with some weakness. Price traded lower during that overnight session, continued into Monday. We had a little bit of yesterday's a holiday, right? But still have a half session yesterday. And now this morning, even lower, right? Almost into 25K. So when we zoom out, you see a price still in a sideways range. Intermediate term range is still a multi-month range that is still in play. Really, what I'm going to be focused on for this morning is how price responds to this 265 level. 25,265 is going to be our nearest inflection point right here. If sellers can kind of continue this overnight weakness to start the week, to start the regular trading hours week, I would expect price to trade into overnight low and then down into this zone. Be watching both of those areas for any long opportunities. Now, on the flip side of that, if we see a reclaim of 265, some extension move above, I'll definitely be looking at that area for potential entries to trade up into this area of resistance right through here. So that's the game plan. Pretty straightforward. Got some good levels to work with. We got some good volume in the overnight pre-market session. So let's see what this morning actually gives us here. Unfortunately, that extended hours profile includes yesterday's half session. I wish TradingView would fix that, but it is what it is. What's up, Rich? Pratik? Good morning. Good morning. Funding ticks. Yeah, funding ticks is no longer, which is unfortunate. I had my APT prop account with funding ticks since November 11th. That account was live. But that's part of the risk with prop firms. They can go under. All right, let's see this open right here. 10 seconds till the open. There's your open. A little push right off the open there. Prior day volume point of control. That would be from Monday's half sesh. There's 265 again. We got Netflix after the bell as well. Tech earnings are here. Good old tech earnings. With that gap lower. Opening 5 minute bar still has 2 minutes on it. So far as a big wick. Nasdaq coming back into session highs. So that little retest near 265 actually held. There's a new high. And again, above 265, really going to be targeting this area up through here. Coming into Monday's close, 25,400. That would be the half session. Currently 352. Not a bad little push there. So that opening 5 minute bar got saved. Big buy bar to start the morning on the 5 minute. And almost right back in at 265. We'll see how that area is going to be treated again. As a reminder, that's kind of the big inflection point here in your higher time frame charts. Nice little retest and hold. See if the highs are retested. A decent little start to the morning. Couple scalps. Start the week off right. This probably gets trailed right here. There we go. A little trail out right there. Just a little scalp. PJ, there goes any losses from Friday. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Friday was a red day. Friday closed as a red day, first red day of the year. That's just part of the business, though. Red day is no big deal as long as you're following your plan and respecting your system. Red day is no big deal. If you're deviating from your plan, deviating from your strategy, breaking your rules, then red days have to be looked at a little bit differently. Another test here into 265. I'm holding off on a re-entry. D-wall trading with 1/5 of the regular position size. Yeah, it's a good call. We have wide structures right now. It's a good reminder, D-wall. Very wide structures currently in play, which inherently means your stops will be wider, right? There's 265 holding again. So that zone continues to work out pretty nicely. That level, and that's that inflection point here. Let's see, what is the date? It's the January 2nd low. So that was a previous year to date low. And we have the opening 15-minute bar closing up in a few minutes. Oh, is this going to be another lower high right here? Intraday lower high. 25,335. There it is. The intraday structure point. ES is making a new high on the day. So again, price continues to hold 265. It's the main level this morning. I would want to see buyers make a fresh high here. No position on that most recent bounce. Pratik, have they refunded you any balances funding ticks? So they sent an email saying they're gonna refund the account and then give the whatever profits I had available, which on that 50K was only like a few $100s. But I've not actually received those funds yet. But they said they would. They said they would. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. As far as prop firms going under, I mean, that was kind of like best case scenario that you could hope for. Writing was on the wall though when they started to when they did that retroactive rule change. I think that was like what, late November or December sometime. Yeah, exactly. Before that though, they had a pretty solid offering if you ask me. Maybe it was unsustainable. Like the offering was too good. Couldn't sustain it. So NQ could not make a fresh high on the session right there. Man, right now, just staying patient. We have like a third or fourth test of 265 here in the next minute or so. Best not to leave big balances on the new props. Yeah, I would agree with that. Absolutely. In the options days, I used to say profit is not realized until it hits your actual bank account. Like even when you close a trade, that's still risk capital. That is still capital at risk. You gotta pull it from the risk accounts. Then your profits are realized. So same thing in prop space. That's why I like, when people are posting P&Ls on their prop accounts, like, oh, I had a 50K day or whatever. It's like, all right, well, we'll see. We'll see. What is actually gonna make it to your bank? Especially with like profit splits and all the rules they have, capped withdrawals. So NQ a little intraday compression right here. I'm just chilling for now. Hit it twice, couple of scalps. On that second entry, I would really want to see fresh highs, and then when it did not make fresh highs, I realized I might be either incorrect on the idea of higher prices or just a little bit too early. So I'll just wait for structure to continue to build out. At the end of the day, they are just another stream to build your own account. Yeah, 100% agree with that. Let's see if buyers can actually break this 340, 345 area. Another test here. And about 9 minutes till 10. And like I said, above 265, price really should target this kind of zone right through here. Would be my expectation. We'll see. There's your fresh high. NQ new high of day. 7 minutes till 10. No data at 10. And Q kind of in no man's land right now. So just staying patient, waiting for that next entry. Oh, it was opening print 243. Hopefully no one's shorted right off the open. How's everyone's morning so far? What's it looking like? Gotta be careful on those big gap days. Mario sitting on hands. Pratik one green scalp GC. You trade GC every day? Is that your main play? D-Wall 2 for 2 green. Josh Cash, Rich 1 for 1. Pratik. NQ couldn't get in. PJ Gold short. Irvin still cash. What's up, Irvin? Haven't seen in a while. And Mr. Dean cash. Mike Flatten with the flu. Oh man. Close the broker. Close the broker. Don't trade with the flu. Close the broker ASAP. That's not good. Oh, just moved to Jersey, Irvin? Wow. That's a long move, man, from Austin. 24-hour drive. Geez. I think there's a few PTG members out there. Pretty sure. For sure we got a few. Out in Jersey. We're looking at here. NQ. Just coming back into that point of control. ES rejecting VWAP. ES intraday structure pretty similar here to NQ. Mirrored. So we'll see what the real move looks like post 10 a.m. NQ is kind of your weekly open right there, a little lower high. This high this morning has tested value area high for the week so far. I mean, it's only Tuesday morning, but nonetheless, it's there. So, yeah, I'm staying patient now. I gotta see what the likes of Mr. Mario and D Wall are gonna do here post 10 a.m. D-Wall's long. Okay. Pratik took a shot at 300. Nice. Mario tested the opening range down to the overnight low, maybe. I don't know. Your message cut off. Test of the 425 or test of the 25050. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, overnight low or the resistance. Okay. Okay, so we're pretty much on the same page then. That's good. Here comes 10 a.m., 10 seconds. My trade away just froze for a sec. Okay, we're back. Duo wants to short the upside 440. Yeah, that's the good spot for it, definitely. Okay. Volume's starting to get just average, coming down. See the daily here on NASDAQ. It's kind of where we're at. I wonder what's Netflix looking like into earnings just for fun. Oh boy, this thing's all beat up into some support here. Okay. Netflix 35% off the highs. My trade away just froze again. Oh, that's not good. Let's see. Everyone's just freezing. Everyone's trade away is freezing. All right, that's not so good, huh? Top step two. Is that a new low of day on ES? Yes, it is. Price just kind of sitting here near 25,300. I'd like to see this structure break before getting involved again. Volume point of control right there, 25,302. Patience. Patience is going to be key right now. Anyone trading Netflix for earnings? Netflix. What do you think? Higher or lower post earnings? Price higher or lower, regardless of beat or miss or in line. Dom, they say higher Netflix. PJ says higher. Wonder what the implied move is. April says ask again later. Gap higher than sell. NQ back in at 265. See if this level finally cracks here. Good volume now. Big volume improvement. ES is session lows. See that RTA. Look at the RTH chart. Price has not left the opening 5-minute range. Still here. Whoa, still here. With that. No ruling from the Supreme Court today on tariffs. By the way, I just seen that on the feeds right now. $265. So that'd be like the fifth or sixth test so far today. See what the other indices are doing. ES session lows, good, better volume in ES. Let's see, Russell, pretty strong off the open there for Russell. And the Dow session lows. Let's check GC. I saw GC in the chat. Up thrust at overnight high. Check on silver, crazy silver. Volume's finally coming out of silver. So if the lows crack, really, I'm going to be watching way down here. Way down there. So this is the morning so far, still just the two scalps pretty much. We did 260 up into 320, so 60 points, and then we tried 300-ish, 25 300, and 25 325. Okay, 265 pretty much holding again. Five-minute pretty much tells the story here, if you ask me. Fatigue scalp Monday. I think that was pretty much the range for this morning. Is that it? We're only 45 minutes into the morning here, so give it a little longer. Irvin got the bounce off of VWAP on RTY. RTY, let's see it. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's clean. That's a clean entry. Nice entry. Nice entry, man. I feel like we'll kind of have to hit the daily hole. It seems like it's daily hole time. Let's rip it. PJ, you already hit it. What was the score? Says good luck. What was the score, man? Come on. Let's hear that. Let's hear the score. 31. All right. Oh, rough start. Boom. Whoa. Now's another little bounce from 265. Okay, what do we do here? What's the play here? What's the play? What's the trade? What's the trade? Is it this way? Yep. Let's go. Oh, there we go. What am I doing here? A full blown send. It's vertical. Yep. Okay. No. Irvin, that's a great way to keep yourself from getting bored. Yes, exactly. Exactly. No need to even be no need to Here's the thing: you watch choppy price action, you're going to get bored. You're going to be inclined to get a little boost of dopamine, and you may do something that you later regret in your account, right? So it's where the daily hole comes in. Oh, geez, yeah, this is all right. Okay, this one's pretty. This spot right here is pretty tough. Okay, I needed that. Thankfully, you can just hit the checkpoint button, take you back to the last flag. Wha- Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is so sketchy. Where do I go? Down this. There it is. Man, NQ, another little bounce right there. 265 continues to hold. Our level today was just right. Volume's coming in. There's session value area high. All right, let's just beat this. All right, we got 30. +4 on the par. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. NQ sneaking away. I didn't want to hit the 265 there for the fifth or sixth test today. So it is what it is. I really want to see Price just break this opening 5 minute range right here. Dom wants 410. Yeah, it's a good target area. If you got the long, you got the long on. It almost looks like kind of almost like an internal spring right there. And it just rolls over right there near the highs. Dom, nice trade, man. That was a good entry. I like the entry. I like it. Good work. And Nas coming into the highs. See if we get the break. ES is making a new high of day. Any trades yet? Yeah, we're 2 for 2 on the morning. Staying patient right now. So far, not a ton else that I really wanted to get involved with. So just gotta chill. Just stay patient. Let the trade come to you. Let's take a look at our higher time frame again, hourly. So once again, higher time frame showing price holding above the 265. Key inflection point right through here. It's kind of what we talked about all mornings. If price can hold above 265, should target this area. So far, the higher time frames have yet to negate that idea. But higher time frame analysis and intraday execution are very different things, right? PJ taking off. All right, man. We'll see you tomorrow. There's volume actually below average for the first time this session. Next 30-minute bar just opened. So we are 1 hour into the sesh. So technically a fresh high right there. Monday's close coming up. Dom trail too tight. It's all good, man. You had a great entry. We'll see what's next here. I want to see how price responds to this area of resistance. 420 by 475-ish, 480. Now it's coming into 25,400. Value area high for the week so far. A lot of overhead resistance here. Reluctant for any upside opportunities? Yeah, I'm with you. It's a tough location to be grabbing fresh longs. Tell you that. So a little more than 1 hour into the sesh, volume starting to taper down a bit more here. Fresh highs being made. 25,403. Gets a little more interesting now, just based on this higher time frame location. Okay, there's that first test of resistance. You got last week's low right through there. It's Monday's high. Oh man, 70 on golf. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. That is pretty bad. Props to you for persevering, though. That's full blown tilt mode. If this 30 closes as a shooting star, watch for shorts to really step in. 5-minute shooting star. Might be time to call it on my end. See these next 5, 10, 15 minutes here as we get into 11. This is just 2 for 2 morning so far. My main idea was based on 25,265. Definitely could have hit that level a couple more times, but it's not my favorite trade that early in the session. So happy with what I did. Followed the plan, respected the rules. Do we get another entry? Maybe, maybe not. But that's a green morning so far. Here's more of a rejection up into that area of resistance. So take a look at the 30. You see that big shooting star forming after price test resistance. Okay, so we're getting more clues. Are you expecting a short? The short entry was earlier, 420. Last week's low, prior day high, key area of resistance. So price hit target for the long. Our focus this morning was 265. Price could hold above. We said price will more than likely target this area. It tests it. Sellers are in. And if this 30 actually closes as a shooting star, I suspect even more follow through. But the best entry is gone. Long gone. Dom C 265. Oh, you grabbed the short, didn't you, Don? You hit both sides of that thing, huh? Good trading, man. Nice work. Benny, nice. Mario locking partials. Good patience, man. Nice trade, Mario. That was a clean short. Great location. Good signal. I like it. Well done. Well done. Cleanest move this morning. Yeah, I agree. I mean, at least from a location standpoint, it definitely looks the best if you ask me. Yeah, that was solid. Let's see 11 a.m. That's 7 minutes. Then we'll kind of decide if I'm going to shut it down or not. 4 minutes. 4 minutes till 11 and the close of this 30-minute bar. Let's see, 1 minute. 1 minute till 11. We'll see if this 30-minute bar shows any follow through here. NQ currently sitting near RTH volume point of control. Monday's volume point of control as well, right through there. So far, a little bit of a bounce. Yeah, 30 minutes showing a big doji now. 15 seconds till it closes. All right, Mario. Nice trade, man. There's 11. Dom trailed as well. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Good time to call it. We'll call it right there. Two scalps on the morning. We did like 80 points on the day. It's not bad. I'll just call it right there. Call it right there. NQ's bouncing versus session volume point of control coming back into the highs. There's a big doji on the 30-minute following a test and reject of that key area of resistance. So this area stays on watch. Big red zone up here as resistance. Only spot I would look for longs is down into here or up, actually up above 470 following like an extension and retest. Otherwise, I'm just cash done for the day. So that's a wrap. Plan worked out nicely today. Good first day back after the long weekend. Hope you guys had a good session. We'll keep it going in the Traders Think Tank. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for your time and have a great rest of your day.